Jill back with more astrology videos, and we're working through our Synastry series with partners' moon and other partners' houses. So the moon is our inner emotional self, our habit patterns, the way that we feel inside. The sun is the ego, the identity, the expression, all that good stuff. So the moon is what we really recognize ourselves as on the inside. So it's our emotional nature. The seventh house is the partnership house. It is what, in someone's birth chart, they are looking for in another person. So the first house, is the opposite. So that's the persona. That's the personality, what we think we are, consciously think we are, and what we want to be, what we put out there. Seventh house is what we think we need to bring into our life. It's not what we really recognize so much as our own qualities. So when we have somebody's moon coming into another person's seventh house, generally this creates a real atmosphere of familiarity and comfort. This is a great place to meet up in a romantic relationship, really any relationship. This is a really good one. The moon meets the house person where they are looking for partnership. So the house person, really recognizes in the moon what they think they're missing in their own self. So they complement each other very, very well. And it's a very effortless communication, connection that these two have. They really come together quickly, and there's not a lot of awkwardness involved in this one. They just really have a real understanding of each other. So the house person is very aware of the moon person's, like their weirdness or their emotional hang-ups. They're generally okay with this because a lot of their weirdness is either the same or complementary. So the house person can kind of see through the moon person pretty easily, and they don't generally trip on each other very much in the course of their daily lives. They get along emotionally usually really well. You have to look at everything, because I talk about one thing at a time in my videos, and you could have some nasty ass stuff on the other side that I can't see. So I talk about one thing at a time, and this one thing in itself is a pretty good contact. I like this one because the house person sees very much reflected in the moon what they need to bring into their own personality. So this is just, a real atmosphere of acceptance. And this is a contact where you can see a lot of loyalty as well. The house person feels very loyal to the moon person. And the moon wants to, wants to be sheltered within the arms or within the presence of the house person. The house person wants very much to do that for the moon. So, the moon feels very accepted, and so more likely than not, the moon person tends to show their true colors, because there's a sense that those are okay and that they aren't going to be judged. Because this, the seventh house has that energy of Libra, and that is a very accepting energy. It's very much about balance and fairness and wanting to see the other side, grace, all of these wonderful things represented by that Libran energy. So anytime somebody's emotional nature meets somebody in their house of partnerships, you're generally going to see a pretty effortless emotional partnership between the two people. So the moon person is very prompted to let their guard down and let the house person really know them. Where, if your moon falls somewhere else, you maybe prompted to have your guard up. Or maybe you don't, strike them in a very emotional way, or a way that is, stimulative of relationship. And this one really is. This one, you see this a lot in long-term partnerships, because it really provides just kind of this air of general tolerance in both people. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If you've not done so, it's so close, it's just right down there. And you can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com. Yes, I do private consultation all the time. You can find me on Facebook at Truth and Aspect Astrology, where you should be following me, because I do the astrology weather forecast every day, birthday descriptions. I also specialize in partner and intimacy astrology, as well as asteroids and planetoids. So you can find my writings over there and my articles over there. And I will be back super, super soon. And check out my store, Astrology Wizards, on Facebook as well. So you can look into my upcoming book, Asteroids. In fact, I have it right here. Let me grab it. Asteroids. It's a workbook, and you can find what the asteroid, let me find it, get back here. Asteroid is about, house and sign placements, place to do your own placement, your sign, house aspects, in the meaning. So it's really a workbook meant to bring you into better understanding of not just what the asteroids are and what their meanings are, but how to interpret it in your own chart, because that's a real skill that is important to develop along with our astrological understanding. So, hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back super soon. Bye-bye.